there for trusting us to make those changes and for trusting us to do what's right for you guys to have an amazing weekend. And yeah, so welcome to A&E 2019. Thank you. So, I didn't even introduce myself. I'm Hunter. For those of you who don't know, I'm the con-chair for Anthem New England, and we're gonna introduce some of our other staff here to make some quick announcements and introduce you to our charity, our guests of honor, talk about the theme a little bit, and then we'll get you on your way because we've got panels starting at 11. Our dealer's den is open at 11 for attendees. So, that being said, I would like to introduce you to James, our head of marketing.
Hey, Hunter. Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for using my real name. So hi, everyone. I'm Logan. I'm the guy who runs the Twitter. If you've seen the clapping emojis, that's me. If you've seen the obnoxious GIFs, that's me. And it is pronounced GIF. If you think it's GIF, you can get right out. I don't care. You're banned. So thank you all so much for being here. We really do appreciate it. It's amazing. I just want to give you a quick plug. So Twitter and Telegram are #1 ways to get in contact with you, and it's the #1 way for you to get in contact with us. All of our important feed comes from that. All of our important news comes from that. Last year, when the loud sounds that went through the speakers that shall not be named happened, we communicated to you through Telegram about what to do in regards to exiting the building. So it's important stuff. Our tag on both of them is anthro_NE for New England. So please follow us on Twitter. Please join our Telegram channel. It's t.me/anthro_NE. We don't blow up your phone on Telegram. We try to send one a day, really. It's just during the con, one day during the con. And then in case of emergency or if we have to communicate something very important, we'll tell you on Telegram. So definitely do that. That's great. We would love to have your followership. That's a word, right? Yeah, that's a word. So the other cool thing is we like to give away free stuff. Who likes free stuff? Do you like free stuff? Yes, there it is. There it is. Who doesn't like free stuff? So we do a Twitter contest every year. And this year is also a year, so we're doing it again. And so follow us on Twitter, which you already should have done, right? We all did it, right? That was not convincing. That was not convincing. Are you kidding me? Thank you, a little bit. So follow us on Twitter and use the hashtag ANE2019, 2019. And it's a photo contest. So what you can do is take a really cool photo in the public space inside of the hotel, tag us in it and use hashtag ANE2019. And what we do is we get our staff together and we look through all the cool photos and then we pick our favorite. And that person gets to come to A&E next year for free. You get a free reg. Yeah, cool. Yeah, free reg, right? That's awesome. That's awesome. You can use that $50 to buy alcohol legally purchased in the hotel, right? Right? Okay, good. That's how we use that money, right? Okay. So that's about it for me. So seriously, again, anthro_NE on Twitter, and then Telegram to t.me/anthro_NE. That has such a great ring to it, right? So follow us there and send us your photos. It's going to be amazing. I can't wait to show it on closing ceremonies, and you'll get a free reg out of it. So baller. Cool. So the next person that's coming up, they're totally amazing. They are the panel czar. They know all the ins and outs of everything that's happening at the con. So, Ina, come on out here. Come on out here. Hey. I'm going to let them take the stage. Everybody, thank you so much. So happy to see you. Thank you.
Hi, everybody. Is everybody awake? So I'm Ina. I'm just here to talk about panels in the game room really quick. So our game room is 24 hours here again. As always, you can borrow board games. You can borrow video games. And there's going to be game demos, some tournaments, some role-playing stuff happening in there. Remley is the head of the game room, so go talk to him if you're interested in that. That's great. For our panels this year, I'm really excited. We've got like a whole bunch of them. We've got everything from sketchbook swaps to a dramatic reading of Chuck Tingle novels at night, which is kind of great. Yeah, so that should be really fun. We've also got a second ballroom this year with a bunch of events as well. If you've checked out the terrace room at all, you'll know. If you haven't, you should. We have a rock concert in there tomorrow night from 3 to 6, so if you like music that isn't dance music, go check that out. We also have another dance party type thing Saturday night, tomorrow night, so check that out as well. That's about it from me. If you've got any questions, feel free to come find me. And yeah, I guess I'll hand it over to whoever's next.
Yeah, so up next is a pretty cool dude, and his name is Carr, and he's going to talk about volunteering and maybe also the charity buckets, or is that? Yeah.
I am doing charity buckets. Hello, Anthem New England 2019. How are we doing? All right. Hey, so I'm Carr. I'm the volunteer coordinator for Anthem New England. First off, I want to say thank you to everybody who applied for volunteering. I know I didn't get to anybody, but we've had like over 100 people volunteer, which is great, phenomenal. Big clap for you guys. If you are interested in volunteering, we are set up in the registration lounge. If you like free stuff, like Logan said, you can get free stuff or discounted registration for next year. And I guess that's it for me. I'm just some dog.
Well, thank you, Carr. Thank you.
I'm half dog, half skunk, but thank you for pointing that out.
Thanks, Carr.
You're welcome.
So we talked about it a bit about some of the events. Ina mentioned some of our great panels, and what they didn't mention too is the theme and how some of them are pretty on theme this year, and I hope you attend them. But speaking of the theme, Attack of the WereCon. We picked that theme for a bunch of reasons. Obviously, werewolves are amazing. I'm sure many of you are in this room because you were a fan of a werewolf or werewolf stuff. But one of the things, the other reason we picked it too is, to me, and I think I speak for some of our staff as well, it's really a celebration of change. And I just wanted to talk on that too, because like I said, the con itself has changed since last year. We've done a lot of change to make your experience better, but also just changes people. So I know a lot of people on staff have had a couple personal events or what have you, but to me, it really is a celebration of change and how change makes us grow as people. So I just want you to kind of think of that in the back of your mind too as we go through this weekend, and maybe think about something big that happened in your life, whether that be bad or good. I know sometimes change is bad and scary, but without that change as well, we don't grow as people, right? So just, think about that as we go through the weekend and help us celebrate Attack of the WereCon and maybe the good change that you guys are experiencing in your lives. So yeah, thank you. Actually, before I introduce Giza, real quick, we couldn't invite AV up on stage because they run the show, but I did want to introduce them. All this amazing stuff that you see in this ballroom, the beautiful animations that you're going to see on the screen throughout the weekend, the live streams that we're doing, the incredible lights, the haze, everything that you see at the dances, at night, throughout the events, it's all because of them back there. And I just want you guys to give them a big, huge round of applause for all the work that they do, working late hours, all this equipment. It's heavy, guys. It's real heavy. So they work some of the hardest hours and just the hardest work to make the show what it is. And I also wanted to thank our security team as well. So we've added a ton of furry members to our own A&E security team, and they're all, you'll see them patrolling. We've got the yellow vests. They're amazing. They've also been working late hours and making sure you guys are safe and having fun. We are not here to be the fun police. We're here to make sure you guys are all safe and comfortable and having a fun time. So thank you for being kind to myself, my team, to them, and to everyone at the hotel as well. So that being said, too, I'd like to introduce Giza to talk about our guests of honor this year. Thank you.
Thank you, Hunter. Good morning, A&E. If you look at your badges, or look at your con book, or look at the t-shirt, which will be available in the con store in the dealer's room, or the hoodie, which will also be available there, the artwork on all of those was done by our amazingly talented guests of honor, and I'd like to bring them both out, Mish and Enro. And you want to say either you want to say a few words?
Yeah, sure. Well, it's just awesome to be here. This is my first time being a guest of honor of anything, and I think En-ROAD's the same for you too. It's a great privilege to be asked and to be brought out here, and I would just like to say thank you so much for supporting us, supporting the con, and keeping it all positive. Thank you guys very much.
And if you'd like to get to know the guests of honor a little better, right after opening ceremonies, we'll be in panel room 1 for the Meet the Guest of Honor panel. So please stop by, get to know them. Thank you.
All right. Now, I'd like to bring out Gail. Everyone should know Gail. If you don't, where have you been in the local community?
Hi, everyone! All right, I'm glad that you guys are awake. That's great.
She's got the excitement covered for me.
Yes, I do. That's okay. We've had a long day yesterday, so I think we're all a little tired. But oh my God, hi everyone. I cannot believe that this is the 5th A&E. What? That's crazy. That's crazy. I just want to touch upon a few things with Fursuit track. Don't forget tonight is the Fursuit games, and if you plan on participating in those, make sure that you arrive early because they are competitive games, so we can only have so many people. But if you're more for the relaxed games, we also have Fursuit recess on Sunday. And don't forget, the Fursuit dance competition is tomorrow, and it's going to be nuts because 50 people signed up for it. So, let's talk about one of the most important part of furry conventions. Furry conventions are amazing because we celebrate everything that we love. We celebrate animals, we celebrate the art, we celebrate the writing, the music, we celebrate each other, but we also celebrate our love for all animals and animal-related things by having charities related to those things. We've had the pleasure of having a long-term relationship with a charity who does amazing work here in Massachusetts that affects all of New England and is really, really amazing. And I would like you guys to give a huge round of applause for our amazing charity, Massachusetts Vesta Dog. All right, and a real dog, wow. All right, so Josh, do you want to tell us a little bit about the charity?
Hi, everybody. Thanks for having us again this year. We're really excited. So this year, we have all new merchandise at our table. We have changed everything up. All of our proceeds that we get from our merchandise goes directly to the dogs, 100%. Last year was an awesome year. We got to fund 4 dogs and some outdoor kennels. This year, we have... This year we are doing, for funding, we have a new kind of aspect. We have a comfort dog that we are going to be working with from Greenfield, Mass. This is kind of a newer perspective for us. We normally do the working dogs, and the comfort dogs are now becoming very popular with the departments to do more of exactly what it sounds like, comforting people, kids, even handlers at traumatic scenes. So we're going to be working with them this year. They're going to be one of our beneficiaries. Like I said, we're really excited to be here. We can't, you guys have been awesome. We've been with the con now. This is going to be our 5th year as a charity, and every year it just gets better and better. So we're really excited.
Awesome. Yeah, we love having these guys. And you are definitely going to want to zoom right over to the dealer's room after this, not only to pick up some really dope swag this year, but also because on our charity table, we have a bunch of charity raffle items, which include a signed collector's edition claptrap from Borderlands 2, signed by the entire development team at Gearbox Studios. We also have an entire arcade cabinet in the game room right now that artists can go and draw furry art on of a PG rating. And then you can bid on winning that arcade cabinet. And also for those who are looking for a little spice, We have an 18 plus item this year in the Primal Hardware booth. Use your imagination. Go in there and check it out. And children, you don't go in there. Yay! Also, tomorrow at noon, we'll have the charity presentation right in here. It's going to be really awesome. We're going to be talking about all of the work that these amazing dogs do because it's not just police dogs. I mean, there are so many working dogs that help us to stay safe and comfort us in trying times. And as we know, there are a lot of trying times and a lot of hardships that we face. So it's really important that we help all of these dogs because they help us so much. And they just do that out of their own little puppy heart, which is super cool. I don't know if anyone else on your team want to chat.
This is Diane. Diane is actually new with us. She is our treasurer. And we also have Officer Luongo and Canine Phoebe that's with us. Canine Phoebe will be around afterwards too. If you want to come say hi to her or whatever, we'll be around. She'll be at the table in the dealer's den. Really friendly dog,
So, finally, I've got a little bit more to say about the charity, but I have two cute, fluffy animals, and they're going to assault you now for your money. So while they do that, you might be sitting there, and if you've gone to A&E before or if you've watched videos, you're like, there's a smiling face that I don't see on the stage right now. And that is Diane, not that Diane, our other Diane who normally comes to the convention. Unfortunately, there was a family emergency, and she was not able to make it to the con. So something I'd love is if anybody wants to draw a little something or write a little note and drop it off at the charity table that we can give to her afterwards, that'd be amazing. And also, if you are a fursuiter and you're able to attend the group photo tomorrow, something I'd love to do is get a video of all of the fursuiters waving and saying, "We miss you, Diane," because we're very sad that you can't be here, but unfortunately, family comes first. So while my animals are running amok and trying to get money from you, I'm going to pass it back off to Hunter, because there's more important things than me to talk about.
Thanks, Gail. And thank you to Mass Festidog, as always, for being here again and letting us raise money for them. So I wanted to add something too that that I forgot to talk about earlier, which is respect to the photo room and the theme. We have Sven in the photo room and Doctor as well, and they've set up two beautiful on-theme backdrops for our fursuiters or non-fursuiters to go and take photos in. So since I know it's a little difficult to get to, I'm just going to kind of talk us through how to get there now. So if you were to go out of this ballroom and go down to the left and keep going down and around to the left, that's where the photo room is. And we are going to have our signs up there later and everything. So check the schedule for those hours. The backdrop's beautiful. They put a lot of work into allowing you guys to take just amazing, free photos. So check it out. And that's it on theme. Before I send you on your way to have an amazing weekend, I just wanted to take this opportunity to remind you guys that not only do we share the Boston Park Plaza with other guests, we are being helped by some of the most amazing team members at the Boston Park Plaza. And I would just like to take this opportunity to thank them and also remind us to treat them like family, much like you would our staff as well. Our staff, we're all volunteer. They are working their butts off at the BPP to help us make this weekend amazing. So if you see them, either just, make sure you're being polite and give them a thanks and all that. So from me as well, I just wanted to thank the Boston Park Plaza for letting us be here and being amazing. Yes, thank you. And then I mentioned the Anther New England staff as well. Like I said, we are, nonprofit, we're volunteer, and it'd be silly of me to not thank all the staffers that are out there right now working their butts off that couldn't be on stage. So make sure, again, you treat them with respect like you would anyone. And thank you to them working out there. They're getting the dealer's den set up and everything. So you guys are free to leave here and try to get a shirt, a hoodie. We got a bunch of other goodies. We've got some, if I can undo my sleeve here. got a couple cool Zox-like wristbands, 2 different designs that you can pick up and check out. We've got our pins as usual, and a couple other goodies. So make sure you head on over there after this. All that being said, thank you guys so much for being here, for supporting us, supporting our charity, being the happy, smiling faces that we get to see all weekend. So we do this for you and the dogs. So thanks for being here. Have a great weekend. Enjoy Anthem New England 2019.
All right, everyone, and you are free to roam about and leave, but just correction, the Meet the Guest of Honors panel is in the ballroom downstairs, not one of the panel rooms. The Meet the Guest of Honor panel is in the ballroom downstairs, not one of the panel rooms. Thank you, and have a great day.